Good morning. How we doing? Another day. Fresh start, you know what I mean? Like nothing today whatsoever. No food, no breakfast, no cardio, no workout, nothing. This is it. This is the morning. This is the start. And this is where it's at. And so this is a 2 right here. So this is just nice casual walking. Like this is not going to get me going at all. So I'm going to bump up to 2.5. Get the heart rate up just a touch. Nothing crazy still. 0 incline right now. But the goal here is just to kind of start the morning off with, well, just a touch of cardio. Like nothing crazy. I'm not doing a jog or a run on this. I'm just going to do a little bit of incline walking. Get the day started off with just some calories hit right here, right now. Try and hit like 200, 300. And immediately, right out of the gate, legs stretched, feeling good, feeling loose, you know what I mean? And then now we check off a box that says already put in some work. And that's before any meal, before anything. And, yes, I have the luxury of having the treadmill in-house. But I mean, I also have Planet Fitness like 5 minutes away. So if I didn't have this, that would be a very, very easy, approachable alternative for me to go over there and hit that. So I just figured, hey, it's here. Use it, obviously, and just get after it. So I'm going to go up to a 5 incline right now. Just show you guys kind of where my heart rate's at. And in case you don't have a wearable or anything like that, hopefully this kind of helps show you what it sounds like. And then I could describe like kind of the vibe. And hopefully that'll help for anybody who's like trying to get into this, trying to do their steady state cardio, which is just lighter cardio that you can sustain for a longer time. It doesn't have to be incline walking. You could use a Stairmaster, you could use an elliptical, you could use a bike, but it's about being in zone 2. Zone 2 cardio is just slightly elevated heart rate. Let's bump this up to 3 now. Oops. 3 is typically where I go at, just to like make sure it's a brisk walk. I mean, you can see my steps much quicker now. A little more pep in the step. And at a 5, especially with talking, I'm going to start to slowly increase the heart rate. So, whoops, forgot to start the watch. Good thing I checked. Alright, watch is starting now. That's okay. We missed out on what, like 3 minutes? That was a warm-up. So, for me personally, zone 2, kind of around, maybe it's about 130. It's been a while since I've actually looked down and paid attention to where it's at, because I just, I see that I'm in it. I think previously it was a 128, and at about that 140 mark, I start jumping into zone 3. And the thing about zone 2 is that we burn a little more fat for fuel than going up to 3, 4, 5, and the carb burn for fuel is not as high as 3, 4, 5. So they start to flip-flop a little bit more and more and more. But it's not like it's some magic thing that's gonna absolutely torch off all the fat, just boom. But I mean, every step we can take to put it a little more closely on the fat stores being utilized as the energy source, I mean, in my opinion, makes sense. And you would use that in your weight loss journey just to like help you take that extra step. It's just helping a little bit. Especially a lot of debate around this because I'm doing it fasted. I don't have that like extra buildup of carbs from eating today or anything like that. Yesterday, of course, I'm gonna have spillover. I'm gonna have glycogen stores, things like that. But this just helps, reduce everything. And there's some people who swear by it. There's some people who say it doesn't make a difference. If there's a chance that it makes a difference, fast is zone 2 cardio, both pointing towards the chance of utilizing more fat. I mean, hey, that's a chance I'm willing to take, you know what I mean? And it's easy enough. So if on the weekends, or maybe you work a little later in the day, and you could sneak in a quick little 30-minute steady state cardio session, I think it's worth it. Okay, so right now, heart rate's at 101. We're at the very bottom of zone 1. So this is like slightly elevated heart rate. Really nothing too strenuous. You can hear me talking very easily. I'm gonna bump this up all the way to 10 now. All right, so we're going from 5 to 10. We're maxing this baby out. I remember starting out not being able to do this for nothing. And you can see I have this here. This is just to cover this up. So when I'm actually getting into it, toss my phone right here, watch something, not even pay attention to the clock, nothing. And that just helps time pass because I'm watching whatever, getting absorbed into that. And I don't even have the opportunity to see anything on the screen, no timing, no nothing. So I set my stuff, forget it, just walk. And that's what really helps. It's huge for me. And it's been this, literally this right here has been an integral part of almost the entirety of the weight loss journey. And in fact, the only time that I didn't do it was kind of near the end of last year into the beginning of this year. And I noticed the difference immediately. Weight loss stagnated just a touch, but I think we went into an unintentional main gain phase and actually ended up putting on some mass, which I'm never going to complain about because I noticed a huge difference. And people in my life have definitely said things. And then on top of that, I've seen a few comments mentioning, seeing genuine arm gains, chest gains, shoulder gains. So upper body is coming along very nicely. You can hear now a little more strain, a little deeper breaths. We're pushing up to zone 2, not quite there yet, getting very close. Heart rate's at 115 now. Good news is that at most gyms, they have those metal pads you can put your hands on that give you your heart rate. So once you know your zone for zone 2, hopefully you could just utilize that, kind of learn what it feels like, see how hard you're breathing, things like that, and that'll help you gauge it all. But yeah, starting out, I think a 3 to 3.3 at one incline was plenty. Like, that would get me huffing and puffing. Now, we still haven't hit zone 2, so I'm going to increase the speed just a touch, just to force myself into zone 2. And then kind of once you push up to the top of zone 2, you can pull things back. Helps you stay in zone 2 and ride it out. And that's increased calories in comparison to just walking. And then like we said, with the zone 2, we're hitting those fat stores just a little extra. And that's all I'm looking for. Alright. So on my watch, 6 minutes in right now, just hit it. And we just crossed over. Oh, okay. 124 is the bottom. So maybe 135-ish is the top. But regardless, you can hear a little bit more breathing going on. You've got to take a little bit of a break between longer sentences just to get in that extra breath, as opposed to before just being able to really, really comfortably talk. And this is just one step above that. So I heard that's a helpful gauge if you're on a hike or something with somebody, don't have a wearable. If you guys can be getting after it, a little bit of huffing and puffing, but you can still have a conversation going back and forth, you should be in a pretty good spot. If you're just chatting it up, maybe bump it up a notch, But if you're out there being active regardless, come on, that's better than nothing. Wow, long shot. Whew. Okay, now we're at 127, so bumped up just a little bit more. And other helpful tips, if I'm ever struggling and I feel like I'm starting to slow down because of the legs, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to bump this down. A lot of times what I'll do is put the hands on here, lean into it just a little bit, takes a little off of the legs of the cardio, just because you're putting some of the weight in gear. And so sometimes that helps you continue to push through and take them back off, get back into it, instead of having to mess with this over and over and over and over. But if you want to really get the heart rate up quick, no hands on anything, actually having the sway, and then even some shadow boxing or some holding hands, things like that, absolutely will get the heart rate going, just because that little extra bit of movement is enough. And that's the craziest part, that it really makes that big of a difference. Now we're up at 130, looking good, and watch is already saying we're at 50 calories. Can't complain about that. So I won't bore you guys with more of this. So let me finish this up, throw something on, just kind of get into it, get into my groove, and I'll tell you guys how much I burned at the end. And yeah, see you then. All right, you guys can see, pretty sweaty, yeah? Oh my gosh, ready? I'm gonna show you the shirt. Essentially drenched. And it's weird because this is typically what it looks like for me. Like, this is normal for me, for sure. So I'm not sure exactly what aspect of the incline walking does this for me, but it is a very, very, like, repeatable outcome. So this is normal for me, and it's insanity, I know. With this being the result, got to make sure that I am staying on my hydration, because if I do not stay on my hydration, I typically see crazy fluctuations in the scale because I'm holding on to the water. Because, I mean, look at how much I am expelling from me. You know what I mean? And, like, it's not just going to stop here in a couple seconds. It's going to take, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Like, I could wipe again and fully drenched again on the face. You know what I mean? So it's awesome. It makes me feel awesome because you see this and you're like, holy shit. I really went for it. So not only did we burn, let's check it out, 261 calories in 35 minutes and 7 seconds. I didn't stop at exactly 35. I tried. 3,600 steps. That's really good. That's just a touch over what we want to see. We want about 100 steps every minute. So we should have been at 3,500. We're at 3,609. So perfect. Can't complain about that at all. 308 total calories, but 261 active calories. And then average heart rate, 126. So it took some time to get into that zone. We had almost 7 minutes of warm up, and then 28 full minutes at that zone too. So that's what I'm talking about. That's perfect. And I mean, now I'm at 400 calories on the day, and it's the morning. You know what I mean? Haven't had breakfast, haven't gone out and done anything yet. Like, if I would have gone to the gym, that'd be the only thing I would have done, and then I would have just came back, started my day, grabbed some coffee on the way, you know? So this is the perfect way for me to start my mornings. It feels so good. And if you have, like I said, on the weekends, perfect time. Like, wake up normal time, wake up just a little bit later maybe, you know, get your stuff done, you know, go hit the gym. You're going to have that boost of energy. Like, I feel good right now. I'm ready to freaking go. And that's all I'm looking for, you know? And this is just an added perk. The feelings are an added perk. Like, I feel good. I feel accomplished. Huge check for the day. You know what I mean? Just feels good. And it's helped me. It's helped me along the way. And this is something I continually come back to. And it just works. It just works. I don't know what else to say besides it works. It has worked for me. And if you get bored of incline walking, if you happen to just be like, this is boring as, change it up. Hit the elliptical. Hit the bike. Hit the rowing machine. And if you don't know how to use any of those, you could look up videos, for one. If you don't like any of the videos out there, you can go into the comments and tell me. Say, bro, show me how you do the rowing machine. And I'll show you how you do the elliptical, the Stairmaster. If you want to know down to the buttons and everything, I could do that easy. Just let me know. But yeah, this integral part of, like, my entire journey. And I shouldn't have taken it out because I'd be way leaner right now. And I'm just excited to get back to it because I've been seeing so much progress since reintroducing it. And it's only been like 2 weeks. So it's been awesome. 2 weeks and like 3 pounds. And like I said, replenishing water and everything. So I'm making sure that I'm on top of that. So it's not all water weight. Maybe some of it, maybe a pound of it is. 2 pounds are actual. But that's progress. So give it a try, or Just give it a try. Give it a try. You're not gonna regret it. It's so approachable. It's low impact, and just start low. I'm telling you, I started. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look at my original videos, tell you where I started exactly, and maybe I'll even show a clip of it or something. But yeah, one sec. All right, I got the video right here. I'll show you guys it at the same time as we're going through it all, but I'm gonna listen to it right here. And this isn't even the very beginning of like the weight loss journey. This was after I started like getting comfortable enough to like present myself and do videos on what I was doing. And so I know for a fact, I tried to find it. I couldn't find anything before this really that showcases it as nicely as this does. But if that helps put things into perspective, like this was after a little bit of time actually getting into it and doing this. Um, I'd say at least 3 months at it, maybe a little bit more. So the numbers that I'm going to show you here are still elevated compared to what we actually probably started at. So let's get into it.
Welcome to day 21 of our
So day 21.
Today's going to be a little different. Today,
this was a step challenge I was doing just to show that like you could walk and still achieve weight loss just by walking.
Just a fast-paced walk on the treadmill or outside.
Skip ahead just a little bit. This is just me going through it, breaking it down, showing everybody like every 1,000 steps. But what we're really curious about is the end right here. So even here you can hear me talk about, a lot of times I'll talk about the 100 steps a minute leading up to the 1,000 steps every 10 minutes. And that's just a nice pace. I think it comes out to like about 2.7, 2.8 on a treadmill. So when you're actually pressing the button and going to that 2.8, 2.7, that's right around that 1,000 steps every 10 minutes. Typically me, I just say if you can work your way up to a 3 speed, that's just very solid. It's a little bit more brisk and it tends to get the heart pumping and get those calories going. But okay, so the very end here, this is the important part where I'm showing the screen. So I talk just for a second about a 3.3 incline. I told you guys I wasn't nowhere near. Oh no, 3 incline. Let me go back.
Steps every 10 minutes. That's a standard, and honestly, so
far, right here.
Only at 15 minutes.
So you can see 3.5 incline.
Already over 2,000 steps.
And then 3.3 speed. And if you average it out at the end here, once I show the totals and everything, it really is around that 3.3. I think it's 3.35 was my average speed. So we're talking about normally for a very tough round, and I was in zone 2. You can see it in multiple parts of the video where I'm in the blue right there, that lighter blue. That's zone 2 on this watch. This was an older watch. I've since upgraded to a newer one, and it tracks a little more closely and everything. And I'm always curious to know about my actual calorie burning, so it's important to me. But that's besides the point. And that was damn tough because you could even see partway through I am at the very top of the light blue, and that means I'm about to head into zone 3. So if I were to do this now, it'd be way too easy. I'd probably have to bump up to like a 3.5, 3.6, and maybe even quicker. Because I can now lightly jog at like a 4 speed with no incline, and it keeps me pretty easily in that zone 2. So this is my point here. We're looking back. This is back in like 2024. We're looking now, like the change is so immense what you can do when you put the time in. To now, I need the 10 incline. I need it. And then I need to bump up to like a 3.3 speed again. Funny enough, you know, that seems to be a constant, but at a 10 instead of a 3.5. And I promise when I started out, I know that I started out much lower and much slower. So it's all about build up that confidence, start out slow, keep yourself in that zone 2, being able to not hold a full conversation, but being able to talk fairly easy with a big breath in between. That's right about that sweet spot if you don't have some type of tracker. But I mean, now you can even just get, what are they called? The things that actually just check the pulse. You can get one of those for real cheap. I'm pretty sure we're talking like $10. And as long as you go online and you look up your zone 2 calculator, just know that range, put one of those on, you're set. And that's the magic. Like, any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help because this is 2 years ago. So it takes time, you know. It didn't take this whole time just to get to where I am. Like, there was plenty of other phases inside of this, but all in all, this is something I'm going back to now, even after everything. So if that doesn't tell you how effective it is, I don't know what will. And I'm about to even add in extra right now. So
I'm about to hop back on. I'll probably bike actually instead, but it's that activity, that touch of activity. So to get your calories burning and get lean, get mean. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Look better, feel better, be better. Good luck. Have fun.